What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Zay back with another video. Um, we're not inside this time. We're outside. You feel me? Just on location in the city. Felt like this was a nice place to record. It's in the cut, and yeah, I'm here with my boy Alpha too. He's somewhere over there recording a video as well. So we out here grinding. Basically, I just wanted to talk to you guys about my journey with weed and how I quit smoking. Um, this is my third day sober, you know, three of many fucking days sober. And honestly, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Um, so I'm gonna just, tell you a little bit about how I first started smoking. I started smoking at like 14 years old, 15 years old. And, I was influenced by a family member who honestly, I don't blame them at all. I don't have no type of resentment towards them. I still love them so fucking much. That's my guy. Shout out to Angie. Um, she got me into smoking weed at a very young age, but she was a little older than I was, and I would always hang around her. I was always with her as a kid, and she was a big smoker, big drinker, and I was a young and impressionable kid, so I tried it. I didn't like it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I did not like it at first. I hated that shit. I told myself I was not gonna be a weed smoker. Like, no. But then I don't know. Just eighth grade rolled by. Didn't smoke weed. Smoked weed a little bit in the summer of eighth grade. Freshman year. Oh my God, there's some flies around me. My bad. Freshman year came around and it was like I was focused on basketball. I was playing for my team. I was not focused on weed whatsoever. I was focused on basketball and bettering myself. But then sophomore year came around and my friends started smoking more, right? Like my friends got around weed and then it was just like I was around it. I tried it before, so it was like, why not, right? Terrible. I mean, not terrible idea, but looking back at it, I don't really see the point in why I did it. It was just I just did. It was fun. Smoked up until sophomore year when I got a girlfriend. I'm not gonna lie, she was probably came at a good time. She made me stop smoking weed. I stopped. Uh, I started focusing on myself again. Was good all throughout the rest of sophomore year, which is when COVID happened, and then the entire junior year, no weed. The entire quarantine, no weed. I hated that shit. Like I did not want to smoke. Um, Actually, I lied. Summertime came around. I started smoking again a little bit, but then I stopped again. I stopped. Every time it was just I got in for a little bit, then I got out. Uh, but this time I might be permanently out. So it was around summertime. Started smoking again. Stopped because it just wasn't my scene. I just felt like it wasn't necessarily my scene at that time. And it was quarantine. I liked fucking gaming. Like I liked grinding. I was really big on internet shit, and that's just where I was at that time. But then senior year came. Oh my God, senior year came, and that's when everything just went down. So I smoked almost every day in the middle. I like started smoking again in the middle of senior year, and I just never looked back. Kept smoking up until college, and I became so dependent on it to sleep that I couldn't sleep without it. Like sleep wasn't the same without weed, and then nicotine got involved as well. So I started hitting a vape to go to sleep and smoking weed to go to sleep, and I could just tell like it was frying my brain. Like my memory was all over the place. If I was smoking during the day, I was lazy as fuck, lazy as shit. Like I just did not want to do anything. I could literally sit on my bed for hours and hours and hours, and eventually, you know, I just accepted it. I stopped smoking during the day though because I realized that I was not productive whatsoever. And then around I would say my second No, I wouldn't even say my second year. My second semester of college is when I stuck to like, I'm not smoking during the day. I'm gonna only smoke to go to sleep. I was on and off with that for a little bit, and then I got home, and I remember I told you guys like when I got home, I was on my shit, like I was a different Zach, and I really really stuck to just smoking at night, like every single fucking day. I would just smoke to go to sleep. I thought I was cool off that. I thought that's what's gonna work. That's what's gonna work. It isn't. It's kind of like a poison in your life, honestly, and you don't really realize how it's affecting you while you're doing it, right? You think, oh, it's okay because I use any reason to justify it. Well, I can't sleep without it, so I mean, so many people sleep without weed, right? I use the justification of celebrities, so many other fucking people just smoked weed and were successful. And I was like, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it too, right? But I'm not them. I'm me. So honestly, I came to the decision a couple days ago. I've been wanting to do this for so fucking long now, but it's just been like, I put it off. I put it off. I kept buying more. I kept buying more. I kept telling myself, you know what? This is the last ounce I'm buying. This is the last weed I'm buying. I'm not buying no more. And then I would run out, instantly go buy some more. But then I don't know. It was just, and I still have weed left. I still have weed left. One day it just clicked. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing it. No matter how hard it is to fall asleep, no matter how hard the withdrawals are, I'm going to get through this shit. And I got through it. I mean, it was terrible. Like, in a sense of I couldn't sleep. Honestly, the withdrawals, I'm so glad that I wasn't a heavy smoker because I probably would have went through withdrawals. But like since I only smoke to go to sleep, I guess that put my tolerance in a way where I can just completely stop and not have them. But I can't sleep right now. I'm not gonna lie, it's been like 3 days. I got maybe in the total of these 3 days, maybe 3 hours of sleep total. Like I stay up twisting, turning. I can't fall asleep. Um, I started taking melatonin, but I think the dosage is just too low to even do. I have these low ass 1 milligram bullshit ass. I'm not. I doubt they're really doing shit for real. You know, to anybody out there that is struggling with any addiction, that is struggling with the mental blockages and just like of you quitting something or doing something to better your life, just know like you just have to take it one step at a time. One step at a time. You gotta believe that you can do it, right? A big thing about me is that I hold myself accountable. When I tell myself something, I stick by it. So I told myself I'm not smoking weed. I don't give a fuck. I had the weed right on my dresser. Never looked at it, never touched it. But while I was in bed, like I had the urges. I was like, you know what? If I just smoked, I could fall asleep right now. But I told myself, who do I want to be 5 years from now? Do I want to be someone still living with their parents, smoking weed because I don't give a fuck and I'm content with my life? Or do I want to go outside and see the world and just live the life I've always dreamed of? So honestly, it was an easy fucking decision. So easy. And yeah, so that's the journey of how I stopped smoking weed. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. Try to give you like, little updates from here on out. Maybe I might get withdrawals soon. Maybe not. Maybe I relapse. I don't know. Hopefully not. But like I said, you guys are here to hold me accountable. You guys are here to help me out and give me some pointers. So, you know, or if you guys need some advice on how to quit something that you guys are addicted to, leave that in the comments. Um, like the video if you enjoyed what I was talking about. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know y'all wasn't just gonna click off the video just like that. Nah, I'm not done yet. Just getting started. Nah, chill. But anyways, I just wanted to give y'all a little 10-day, 1 week update. Uh, it's been a week since I recorded that last clip, and I just wanted to give you guys a how I'm feeling type update. What's been helping me throughout these last 10 days. It has not been that bad whatsoever. It's been pretty easy, honestly. I got a couple urges here and there when I'm like watching TV. I'm like, where's the weed, bro? Where's the weed? But I got over that pretty quickly. I'll just drink some water, or I'm gonna be honest, the oral fixation, that is a real thing. Oral fixation is a real thing. But I handled that by just drinking water, or just drinking whatever, just to pause, keep my mouth occupied. But yeah, that really helped with that. With my whole sleep situation, I got off them 1 milligram little pills and got me some 5 milligram big boy melatonin. I think they've been helping out a little bit. It might be placebo, it might be not, but I mean, I've been sleeping more than before, but it hasn't really gotten consistent at all. Um, and yeah, so honestly, I don't see myself relapsing at all. I don't see myself entertaining any type of drug use for a long, long time. Well, like the next 2 years, most likely. And I'm gonna tell you guys why, because I actually been doing a lot of research during this past week on, how adolescent cannabis use can, affect the growth of your brain. So I'm not sure if a lot of you guys know, but your brain doesn't stop developing until you're about 24, 25, even 30 for some people. Um, and I know, oh my God, 30 years, no drugs, impossible, right? I agree. I don't think I would ever go wait till I'm 30 or even 24, 25. Um, but like during your key years where you're building, especially directly after high school, I think it's essential to stop that drug use, stop alcohol use. I mean, I guess unless you're at college, but honestly, even there, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it either. um, because really studies have shown, this shows a lot in our society now, but studies have shown that adolescent cannabis use can increase the risk of developing cognitive abnormalities, psychotic illness, mood disorders, and other illicit substance abuse. I know they say weed is a gateway drug. I honestly completely disagree with that. I don't think weed is a gateway drug at all. I've never wanted to divulge into any other drug. But, you know, a really interesting thing that I want to talk about is how weed slows down the development, or interferes with the development of your brain. And during, the years of like 18 to 20, the front of your brain is still not fully developed. It's really has quite some way to go into being fully developed. Your frontal lobe is responsible for things such as planning, complex planning, self awareness, memory, learning, problem solving, you know, executing basic functions, decision making, right? And if you're taking a drug that can inhibit these from working properly, or it can, slow it down in some way, I don't think that's necessarily something you should, associate with. I don't think that's something you should do. I think honestly you should wait till at least 21, 22. Honestly, that's probably where I'm going to wait till like 21, 22 before I really start doing any type of heavy drug use again. Being a occasional drug use, would be, is fine. Every I do believe in everything is okay in moderation, but keyword moderation, and that does depend on the person, right? My good amount, you know, what's moderate for me isn't the same for you, right? So, just pay attention to those things and take care of your body, because you only get one last thing I want to talk about, like within the brain, is, if you don't know, your brain is made up of gray matter and white matter. White matter is made up of, connections between neurons that allow the regions of the brain to communicate quickly. So, if you're a drug user and you find that you aren't processing things as fast, your thoughts are getting lost in your head, or, things of that nature, it is probably because you're a heavy drug user, you're a heavy, marijuana user, and you might want to, reduce the level that you're doing these activities, because this can take a huge toll on your life. Um, so, like I said, I'm most definitely not going to start smoking again for the near future. I want to take a big, big, big break, especially because I've been doing it for the last 2 years straight, nonstop. And I just want to allow my brain to, I guess, catch up and, allow my brain to fully, fully develop. Well, not fully, because I'm not waiting till 24, 25, but, I want it to be at its greatest capacity, at its peak production level at the times where I'm doing the most, to where the times where I need it the most, which is right now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed this little science lesson. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe, and peace.